recording of this as well. So my framework's Laurelard's conversational framework, and yours is?
Mine's using the learning pyramid, and we're looking at various aspects of the learning period. At the top of the pyramid here, as we know, is only 5% that is taken in from the students. When you discuss it in class, it's 50%, and down the bottom here, when the students are actually teaching, or when teaching is done, then we're getting about 80% of what's taken in.
So we're looking at like this as a description. Here, there's not much learning happening, and over here, a lot of is happening. At the moment, you're looking at doing videos, but you're moving more into discussion, which is very similar to Laurelard's conversational framework.
So Steve here, aka Scott, is looking at doing videos, and I've done videos with theory.
And why have you done the video? What's the purpose of the video?
Well, looking at a video, if we go back to the learning pyramid, if look at audio and video, then the understanding and the learning, more learning happens with just lecture.
And how are you making the videos?
Okay, I've used Smartboard to do the theory ones, but I've also done using the iPhone to take a video, and I'll put that up on my blog. It's a video I'll be testing a TPS sensor.
So you're doing that as an example, and you've said to me that you want the students to do a video.
Yep. Again, if we look at the learning pyramid, the best learning happens when you're actually teaching. So if the students are using an iPhone or other video software or equipment, they can make their own videos as an example for the rest of the class.
And you've got some examples of that, and you're saying that once you've got those examples, you can use them as a resource.
As a resource for future classes as well.
So they own their own phones and video stuff capabilities of doing that.
Yeah.
So if we looked at the concept map, your concept map is with your pyramid.
Learning pyramid, and that fits very well into the map that I have spoken about on my blog that Vikal and I put together with that.
And you're doing these videos, you're blogging about them. Where are you storing the videos?
The videos are stored up on YouTube, as we're saying here, and the students are doing their blogs.
Whereas my concept map, I'm looking at using blogs, Buzz, and other things, and the purpose of the blog is it's their own students' own work, and they're reflecting, they're constructing their knowledge through their blogs. We're using Buzz. I have an example of that where Dezo and I are building up a community of practice, but we're finding that the students, when they Buzz, can do it 24/7. So there's both student and teacher can work on this, and we can look at that for reflecting when we come back here to the blogs.
So how can Dezo see when you're doing different things on your blog?
Well, in blogging you can do a follow. So in following we can follow to make sure that he can see what I'm reflecting and I can actually see what he's doing. We're looking here at videos, YouTube, and in YouTube you can get a notice that you've posted some stuff. So this helps build a community of practice, and the answers come. So we can put up a whole lot of questions on YouTube, and the community that we're developing can create the answers.
So you've got a copy of community of practice. How does that work in with Laurelard's, and what's the benefit of that?
I suppose it's a conversational model that we get to talk, but we not only talk face to face, we can talk using Buzz, and following each other through the blog with reflections, we can make comments on what the reflections are between student to student or teacher to teacher.
So what advantage is it for not having to be face to face?
We're looking at this 24/7. This part here is really important.
So one of the concepts I came to is, when does the student actually learn the most? And this deep understanding, when does this happen? And I came to the conclusion that it actually doesn't happen in class. It happens at other times, when outside of class, at home, 3 o'clock in the morning, talking to friends at lunchtime, whatever. And if we can move to a digital format where, as a lecturer, you can help the student, then that deeper learning should happen.
So in the classroom, we've got 24 hours in a week in the classroom, basically. And are you saying a lot of shallow surface learning happens?
Yeah, definitely, because in the classroom, you'll have a number of activities to do. So you're doing that activity, so you're concentrating on the hand process, the hand skills, and you're actually not taking in that deeper thinking. If I think about myself, the time where I actually do deeper thinking is usually at 2 o'clock in the morning. So,
right, so then if you've got questions from your thinking, the next day it's like too late, or you've forgotten it, or the teacher's too busy, or there's 30 other dudes that want to do it.
yeah, what I want is I want one-to-one.
When?
Now, right now.
But there's restrictions.
Well, if we've got a online sort of buzz, or we can have a video conference, we can actually deal with the questions right now. But we have to be a bit careful about that, and we've got risks.
So I'll give an example here. I made a rubric for my students, and I posted that up there, and one of my tutors, V, known as here, fed back at 10:17 p.m. I saw that. That's even worse. I was up working, and I saw that he commented there. What risks are involved in that?
Well, the risks that I can see is, instead of doing a 36-hour week, we're doing a 50-hour week or a 60-hour week for no gain.
That's dumb.
That's pretty dumb. So, what we decided to do then is video this process, because we put all this up on the board and we're talking about it, and it was all rolling and all the information was coming out, but we realised we should have videoed it too late.
So we did it too late. But wait, there's more. You see, the old way, we would have recorded it on the board and it would have basically ended up in the eraser.
And then it's gone. Finished.
And there's a new way.
And this new way, and the reason why I've got this arrow here is because this is not the end of the new way. This is the beginning of the new way. And the new way disappears somewhere over there in the distance, and we might not even get there.